Hello everyone, welcome to XALT Ministries. Today we're going to look at Unashamed by Building 429. The song that I have the chord sheet for is actually written for the key of B using 8 chords and capo 2. I'm actually going to change that for my vocal purposes. I'll be doing this in the key of F. So it'll be quite a bit different because I'm going to be using key of E chords and capo on the first fret. In order to get the same chords that I'm going to be using on this sheet, you just go to the link provided in the description, and then you're going to go on the left side of the page where it says transpose, and you're going to click the down arrow a total to where it will say -5 on the left side there, and that'll be to the key of E, which you'll be needing for this tutorial if you plan on following along to the exact key that I have. So to start off though, we're going to need to know what chords we're going to be using. Nothing really special here. We're just using the basic 4 chords for key of E, which is a normal E, a normal B or B sus, C sharp minor, and the A. Alright, so let's hop over to a better perspective of what this is going to look like. Alright, so let's take a look at the chords we have for Unashamed. They're all going to be, we're going to be doing the key of E. For this tutorial anyways. It's going to be E, B, or B sus, C sharp minor, and an A2, or just refer to it as A. Alright, and remember we're capoing first fret, so all chords, especially like the C sharp minor, is on fret 4, but we're actually doing fret 5 because we're capo on the first one, okay? So remember that. So our first chord is going to be an E, and that's going to be an open, 2, 2, 1, open, open. Alright. Next chord, we're actually going to go to the A2 chord, which is like this. You can hold it like this if you want, but because we're playing in the key of E, I would recommend you do it with your pinky and your ring finger. And mute in the top. And it would be a mute, open, 2, 2, open, open. The reason that I recommend it like this for doing key of E is because you're going to be doing a lot of sliding up and down the fret when you do key of E. So when you have your A chord, your A2, if you slide down from 2 2 down to 4 4 and put your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of your 5th string, mute the top. That's going to be your B. It's actually called a B sus, but we'll just refer to it as B. And that's going to be a mute 2 4 4 open open. Okay, and that's gonna be your B sus chord. Now if you slide 2 more down, that's your C sharp minor. So you have a mute 4 6 6 open open. So see what I mean when you go from C, because in your song you're gonna be going from E to B to C sharp to A. Okay, that is going to be your progression throughout the whole song. Alright, so it's going to be. Alright, and that's going to be the 4 chords that you're going to be needing for the song. Like I said, they're very simple. Everything's kind of sliding up and down except for the E chord is a little bit different. I mean, you're just taking these 2 fingers, putting them up a string apiece, and then putting your pointer on the 1st fret of your 2nd string. That's your E. Alright, so let's get back and see how the verses and bridge and everything is put together, including your strum pattern. Alright, so now that we figured out what our chords are and how they're formed and everything, remember we're capoing 1st fret, so all chord positions will be in reference to where your capo is. So to start off on this, pretty much the chord progression to the entire song is the same. It's E to your B to your C sharp to your A. Okay, and that's going to be the chord progression. Now let me look over real quick here that I have in front of me. And yes, it is exactly the same throughout the entire song. So the great part is you don't have to try to remember, okay, which chord am I supposed to play, which transition am I supposed to be in. Don't worry, this song is all in the exact same progression, which is really great if you're playing with multiple people, because then you don't have to try to tell people, oh wait, we went to the different progressions. Like, no, you're in the exact same one, just keep playing. Alright, so to start off, this song starts off kind of ground hitting the floor and everything, to where it goes, I am unashamed, and just shouting out. So Just start off on the chord progression. The intro is I am unashamed, and unashamed is where your first chord will hit. And remember, your chord progression is going to be E, B, C sharp minor, and A. Okay, never forget that chord progression. Then you'll always know where you're going to be at. All right, so the first part is we're going to do your strum pattern should be on your screen right now. It is the most popular one that I use. Not that I'm trying to just pick something that's simple, but it seems to fit a lot of songs, and I do have more strum patterns if you want to experiment with more different kinds. They're in my strum patterns video on my guitar lessons playlist for this channel. So to start off, we're going to do Unashamed, and it's going to go kind of like this. I am unashamed. Usually I need to have the guitar chords help me so I can match my vocals properly. That's why I kind of start off kind of bad. But that'll be your intro, and now go right into your first verse. Your first verse is going to go, I've been down and broken, but I believe what you've spoken, that you make all things new. Since it's the same progression, I'm not even going to mention out chords. I'm just going to go right through the verses and everything, okay? I've witnessed your mercy, stirred up by your glory. Stirred up by your glory, sorry. And none compared to you. And now, okay, so that's your first verse. Let me strum through it real quick. Been down and broken, I believe what you've spoken. Like I said, it's very simple because the chord progressions are fine. The only thing that's a little bit more on the advanced side is the wording, because sometimes they say things fast, other times they say things a little slower, and I'll try to cram it into your 8 count of a strum, your 8 count measures per each chord of your strum pattern. So that's the first verse. Now for the pre-chorus, we'll come right out of the first verse and go right into the pre-chorus. If you have no clue where I'm getting these from, please look up the chord sheet. It'll be a lot easier to follow along because that's exactly what I'm going towards. I will mention some spots where they got the chords in the wrong places because that completely screwed me up when I was looking at the sheet and listening to the song. So I will mention where the chords have been moved around, not changed, just moved, because they got the right chords, just in the wrong spots. So when we go to the pre-chorus here, we'll start off on the E. Let's go. I can't help but be. Let's see. I gotta remember to come off the verse so I get it correctly here. None compared to you. I can't help but speak of the things you've done. So let my life proclaim I am unashamed. I won't hide your name, so all the world will know. Okay, so on the chorus, I am unashamed. Unashamed is both the E and the B. And then I won't hide your name is both the C sharp minor and the A on the end of that part. Okay, so I am unashamed. I won't hide your name. Alright. And then while you're still playing on that A chord, this is the first part where they got the chord in the completely wrong spot in terms of where it should be played and according to the words. Your chord for your next E should come at no instead of the first word so. So it says, so all the world will know, that's where you're going to hit that E. So all the world will know that you're all that I live for. Jesus, I am unashamed. Alright, so let me go through the chorus and then you can see how it goes. I am unashamed. kind of cuts it off. They don't really strum through that last part of Unashamed. They just kind of cut off right there on that last chord. So I'm unashamed. And then you're going to stop, and then you're going to go into the next verse, which I'm just going to play along and go right with, since once again our progression is not changing. Where your hands are reaching is where you'll always find me, cause your love makes me move. Okay, just a minute, my sheets are moving on me. Making sure I get in the right spot so I can see what I'm doing. Alright, where did I get to? Make, cause your love makes me move. Just speak the words you're speaking, to be the hope the world has. Oh, I screwed up there. This song, it's the way the words are, kind of gives me a bit of a challenge. So you're kind of learning right along with me, mistakes and all. I'm gonna start the first verse 2 over again. Where your hearts are reaching is where you'll always find me, 'cause your love makes me move. I tried to do it early. You speak the words you're speaking, be the hope the world has needed in everything you do. Alright, there we go. That is one line that has always caught me off guard. On the E, it goes, to speak the words you're speaking, to be the hope the world has needed, C sharp minor, in everything you do. Okay, to the A, alright? That'll probably be the more challenging lines you'll have on this one. And then that's also because the B's written on here are in the incorrect spot only by a word. On the first B, on the first B there, where it has where your hands are reaching is where you'll always find me. Where you'll has the B, change it to the where, the word before that, and then the same on the next B. You're gonna change it from B to. So where it says to be the hope, you're changing it from the B. Where it says to be, you're changing it from B to. All right, and that should help you a little bit with where the wording and the chords and everything will be going. Okay, and then on pre-chorus 2, you go here in the light of what. Yeah, it goes here in the light of what you've done. Let my light proclaim. All right, so here in the light of what is, that's where your B is at. Okay, not on the done, it's on the what of what you've done. C sharp minor. Let my life proclaim. Okay, to the A. Alright? So that's a few of the spots where it has changed. And then you're going to go through the chorus one more time. Remember that E on the third line of your chorus has been changed from the start to just past the middle of that line onto the no after will. Alright? So, my life proclaim, I am unashamed. I will hide your name, so all the world will know that you're all that I live for. Jesus, I am unashamed. And then to the bridge, I'm just going to go ahead and go through it since we're keeping the same chord progression. So let the waters rise, let the mountains shake, we lift your anthem high. So let the waters rise, let the mountains shake, we lift your anthem high. Unashamed, so let your waters rise, let the mountains shake, we lift your anthem high. Unashamed, so let the waters rise, let the mountains shake, we lift your anthem high. Unashamed. Alright, and then we're just going to end with E and B after that A chord. I am on, like how we usually do for our chorus. So it's going, I am unashamed. And then you're going to go back into the chorus after that, and I'm not going to bother going into that at this minute because we went with three different times. That is, in a nutshell, how to play I Am Unashamed by Building 429. Remember, I am playing E chords, capo 1, making it the key of F instead of playing on the A chords, capo 2, making it key of B. That is the difference between the way this chord sheet originally was written and the way that I'm playing it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, subscribe, and if you have any song requests, please go to the discussion page on my channel and post them there. That way they're public and people can vote them up or vote them down, and I can give you an update a little bit better than doing on a video description. Remember, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and then I am also on Instagram as well. And please check out the website. I'll be hopefully making some more guitar tools. If you have an idea for a tool you'd like to see on a website, please let me know. I like to advance my web coding skills and try to figure any more out. Other than that, thank you very much for watching this, and have a blessed day.